This presentation will go over the structure and function of the human respiratory system. But first, here is a background on the respiratory system. Around 380 million years ago, all animals lived in the water. This was changed by the lobe-finned fish, which started breathing air through lungs that it had developed. This allowed for animals to grow to even larger sizes than before. Along with the lungs came the ribs, trachea, and diaphragm in mammals. Many smaller animals were able to breathe through diffusion, but it is too slow on its own for larger animals, so bulk flow picks up the slack. Bulk flow is made up of the lungs, which act as a pump with the diaphragm and rib cage to increase and decrease the volume of the lungs to push more air in and out. Bulk flow is essentially mass amounts of air traveling in and out of the lungs. Now we will go over the zones of the respiratory system. The conducting zone includes the nasal cavity, the nose, mouth, larynx, the lungs, trachea, and pharynx. This zone warms and moistens incoming air to prevent lung cells from drying out. The trachea has rings that keep it open and splits into two bronchi, which are part of the respiratory zone. The respiratory zone consists of the bronchioles, alveolar ducts, and alveoli. The respiratory zone contains thin-walled structures, the alveoli, which allows inhaled oxygen to diffuse into the bloodstream in exchange for carbon dioxide deep within the lungs. Next, we will see how all of the respiratory system comes together. The upper respiratory tract consists of the nostrils, mouth, larynx, trachea, lungs, and bronchi. The lower respiratory tract consists of the bronchi, lungs, rib cage, diaphragm, and alveoli. Next, we will go over how the respiratory system functions. The very first thing is inhaling air through your nose or mouth, where it gets filtered and moistened. Air then travels down the trachea, then the bronchial tubes. The bronchial tubes split into even smaller tubes until eventually they end in alveoli. Around the alveoli are capillaries, where blood passes through. The oxygen that is inhaled is diffused across the alveoli membrane into the bloodstream, where it is picked up by red blood cells. The red blood cells travel to the heart, where it is transported all over the body. Carbon dioxide that is produced returns to the lungs, where it is exhaled as waste. Here is a quick video with some